Okay, welcome, and we won the die roll, so yeah, we will be on the play. That is definitely very important. So this hand is a keep. I mean, it's a bit annoying that we don't have one of our big payoff spells, but we have enough to just go turn one, search for tomorrow, turn two, fast seek, and then hopefully draw into something. So it'll be interesting to see what our opponent is on, but it might matter and it might not matter. I think we're just gonna get a forest here because we have so many mountains already in our land, and we just want to go and suspend this and not take too much damage before we actually know what our opponent is on. It might end up mattering, and if it might not. If we scape shift, it won't matter at all. And so a bird. All right, so that can be pretty much anything. I think it probably can't, but I'm not familiar enough with the way that this format works to actually tell you what it might be. So it'll be interesting to see. So another thing that this deck does well is sort of just so it's the it's probably the Seer combo deck, one of the only ones that I actually know. So we will just cast search here, and then I think no matter what, we're just gonna go ahead and we're probably gonna build their devoted druid. I'm not sure if that matters at all. We might just be dead. We might also not, but yeah. So drawing the stomping ground was definitely not really what we wanted to see, but we're gonna head and bolt their druid. We're gonna play windswept, and then we're just gonna pass the turn. And then maybe it matters, like, yeah. So playing windswept is sort of it might not matter, but I kind of just want to fetch and thin out our deck a little bit for lands. It probably doesn't matter at all, but we'll see if it does, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't, and if it does, then I mean, I think that pretty much it won't matter at all. Generally, just due to the fact that statistically, I think I read somewhere that it makes such a little difference that it doesn't matter. But it's one of those things where you're just like, well, I might as well just go ahead and do it. So we definitely didn't need really to draw another wood elves, but oh well. That is what happened, and we just that's just what happened. And that is what this deck does. We didn't really have a payoff spell in the beginning. We're kind of hoping to draw into one. And I think now it might just be a bit too late, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know. We haven't really lost yet. So I don't. Oh, that was not very good. I'm pretty sure that we probably lost here. They're probably gonna Court of Calling, end of turn, find something, and then we're probably just dead to some sort of infinite combo where they get, like, I don't know, infinite life or infinite damage or something on their walking ballista. I don't know. It's definitely caught. That much I can guarantee. So we'll see what they get. And again, I don't know how to play. So they get that one, and okay. So they get the vote. Yeah, okay. And so now they get to just untap, and I think they get to just go off. I could imagine that they get to just go off here. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Okie dokie. So they didn't just get to go off. So we're just gonna, I mean, they're not attacking for some reason, so we're just gonna go ahead and just sack Steve and see. Well, that was again not what we wanted. Farseek, it still allows us to just sort of, but that now is actually a question of whether or not that was even a good idea, because now we don't have that many mountains left in our deck. So, well, we did. I think that was a bad idea. I think I should have just not cast Farseek there, and I probably shouldn't have sacked Steve either, because now most of our mountains are just on the battlefield, and we kind of need them to enter at the same time as Valakut. But so it's another court for 3. So I'm pretty sure that we're dead here. Yeah. Sure. Now they just made infinite amount of mana, and yeah, now they can just go ahead and make infinite amount of mana, and that means that they can just do whatever they want with their, and it's fine. I don't need to him demonstrate the for him to demonstrate that combo. So I have no idea how to sideboard in this matchup. Maybe I want lightning bolts to just kill stuff. I don't know if I want Reclamation Sage. I'm not sure if they play Leyline. They might, and I honestly think I'm just gonna sideboard in Reclamation Sage, because at least it also kills Walking Ballista, which is sort of fun. Now I'm gonna sideboard in an additional bolt and take out Summoner's Pact. That's most likely wrong, but that's just what that's definitely wrong. We want to cut it an hour, because we want the Summoner's Pact to actually find the Reclamation Sage in case they actually play Leyline. We want to make sure that we have 4 copies of that card. So we'll be on the play again. And so, okay, so this is a decent enough hand. I mean, we have some ramp, and we actually even have a payoff spell, so we're definitely keeping. We're gonna go turn 1 this and just send it back, and then turn 2 we can go that, and hopefully we will draw another ramp spell, allowing us to, yeah, that's fine. You can just do, allowing us to actually get to 7 lands. So yeah, so as we did do that, we'll go ahead and fast seek now, and then we can go ahead and Steve next turn, and we don't wanna, then we'll just yield. And we'll also just let him do whatever. Our turn is done, and if he wins now, he just wins. I'm not sure if they can go off on turn 2. Again, I don't know anything about anything when it comes to Modern. I really just don't. So we'll see what happens. So that was another scape shift. So now we actually kind of have to wonder here. So there might be an idea in just playing out the Valakut now. It won't really matter, but it'll matter for next turn. Oh, will it? We'll go now to, okay, so we know that we want to play Steve. So we'll play Steve. And then next turn, so he'll find us a land that'll put us to 4, then 5, then that'll put us to 6. So we can't kill them next turn, no matter what, because we are only on 6 lands next turn. So, I mean, so we'll go to 4, 5, and the next one we'll play 6. So I think we'll just try and play Valakut, and then just see if that turns out well for us. Again, I don't know when these decks can go off. We might just be dead right now, or in his upkeep or something. I mean, right now we can't. We can still win next turn if we draw a 2-mana ramp spell. Because then, or search for tomorrow, because that allows us to get another. Yeah, so he'll attack, and we'll of course block, and we will sack Steve, and we'll just get ourselves a mountain, and yeah, that'll just be that. And we won't take any damage, though damage in this matchup seems to not matter even a little bit. And he will play an untapped land, tap land, and then he will probably play, oh, awesome. So Magus of the Moon, that seems not very good. That means that our Valakut no longer has the triggers on it. And we actually even found what we needed in order to win. So that was very, very annoying. So this just generally probably means that we lose, because with the new rules, I won't even get a trigger on a new Valakut because of the fact that they will be entering as mountains. So, but what we could have done was this, and then if he hadn't had mages, we could have just scape-shifted now, and then we could have gotten the exact amount we would have needed to probably to kill him, because we wouldn't have needed to sack this land. We would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, finding 6. No, that doesn't matter. All right, never mind. We couldn't have killed him completely yet, anyways. All of the math, putting timing things with 3 is more difficult than it seems like, or maybe I'm just really bad. So I think we have one out, and that is to find a lightning strike off the top. I think that's the only out that we have, which isn't exactly very great. But I mean, if we do find a lightning strike off the top, then we are just then we would have won. I don't think we can win now. We still can't scape shift, and it doesn't matter. So I think we're just sort of done without an answer for the mages. I don't think we can win. But I mean, we'll give it another turn, and we'll just let him do whatever he wants, because we don't really have any responses anyways. So yeah, so we're gonna probably just that is a weird attack. Oh, he wants to court. All right, sure. Then that attack makes more sense, because he wants to court for 3, and yeah, he can still just court for 3. So you were not lightning strike or lightning bolt, so you're not really gonna matter much. You're also a mountain if I play you, so I can't even get a green source. Also because I have the only green source I have in the deck lies on the battlefield. So he'll court for 3, and then he'll find the Vizier, and then he can just make infinite amount of mana, use no, so okay. I'm not sure how he's gonna win, but I feel like we're gonna let it play out anyways. I mean, we have to win in hand if we get super lucky and he just doesn't kill us immediately in response to the win. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So I don't really want to actually just yield here, because I'm actually kind of interested in what's gonna be going on, because it seems like that he's gonna court now for 2, for 3, right? Sure, because he made 2 mana with, and then he finds the Vizier. All right, and then you want to untap. Okay, sure. So I don't understand why he didn't just do that last turn. I mean, he didn't have to find Eternal Witness, did he? I don't think that he had to find Eternal Witness. Okay, so he's gonna cast Eternal Witness, get back. But couldn't he just keep on rummaging through his deck with the Krellin Horde, this one, Howler, and then, oh no, right, because it's, yeah, sure, he can't use its ability. Okay, so okay, sure, so he's gonna wait until my upkeep, because now he's cast enough spells to actually get it to flip, and then he can do it, and then he can find his Walking Ballista, and then he can make infinite amount of mana. Okay, well, we're gonna allow him to just do it, because we might as well. I mean, we're not really, we're lost pretty much anyways. We can't do anything about his. Yeah, we can't do anything about the mages unless we find. Yeah, you can keep on doing that. I mean, he might just actually have the Walking Ballista in his hand. I mean, if he does, then that's just amazing. Then he just has everything he needed to beat me. So, nope. So he's gonna court again. and find, okay, so yeah, sure. So he's just gonna continue to do that. Now he can just keep on doing it until he finds the walking ballista, and then he can play it and ping me for the last couple damage. So we're just gonna let him do it, just because, I mean, we're in the match anyways, and I'm kind of interested in seeing how it goes. So the turn 3 or 2 Magus was really a beating. I mean, that was literally just what we lost to, and that is just the way that it is. I mean, we can't really change that. We just lost to that card. Okay, so he finds Viscera Seer, and now he gets to scry to. Okay. So now he just gets to go infinite with kitchen things as well, have infinite amount of life. I mean, that seems pretty good. I mean, again, we're just gonna yield, because now we know, because now he has to win, and we're just gonna see if he can figure it out. Like that. We're gonna let him do his thing, and then just let him do his thing. So this is not really, I feel like this combo deck is not really as bad as sort of what I expected it to be. I mean, it's definitely not very pleasant to play against, because, I mean, I'm just sitting here doing nothing, but that's kind of the deal. I mean, he could have just, if he didn't have Magus, I would have just won instantly. So him having that card just means that he needed that card in order to lock me down, and he had it, and then he won. And that, I feel like, it's fair enough. My deck is not exactly fair either. The fact that I can just win by having Scape Shift in my hand and enough mountains in play, or enough lands in play, just means that I don't really get to complain a great amount over the fact that he just got to do his thing. Alright, so I just kind of want him to, as soon as he finds the walking ballista, I'm gonna concede. He got it. Alright, then that's just that. Alright, so that was that. Alright, so that was just that. He won, and I feel like that this sort of matchup kind of showed what I don't like about Modern, but also kind of why I feel like that it's necessary to have an idea about what your opponent is doing. That was the entire reason to just sit here and watch him play out the combo. That was to make sure I next time hopefully have an idea of, okay, what do I need to watch out for? So what we learned today is that bolts definitely stays in the game, because we need to be able to kill Magus of the Moon. It also seems to be a really good idea to just add Reclamation Sage, because in case he doesn't play Magus but plays Blood Moon for some reason, we actually also have an answer to that. So we lost 2-0, and that's just the way it is. That's what happens, especially with this deck. I mean, you just lose some matches because they just win, and you also just win some matches because you just won. So these two decks seems to be able to just do that to each other. I think his deck might be favored just because it's probably faster. I mean, I don't think I can. I think Valakut is a bit too slow in order to beat the Seer Druid combo, and I guess that's fine too. It doesn't really matter too much. So I feel like that's my thoughts from this match. I didn't really get to do much, and I showcased a bad hand in game 1, where we had no ways to actually win in our hand, and he just had ways to win in his. And then in turn 2, we had ways to win, but we just couldn't get there because he locked us down with Magus. And that's just what happens. So I'm not really mad or broken up about it or anything. It's just the way it is. So thank you for watching this game, and join me again in the next one where I try and actually win a game with Valakut. So have a good day, and I'll see you another time.